Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. You know I love my pets, they're family. But let's be real, sometimes our furry, feathered, or scaled friends have a knack for getting into trouble. We love our pets like family, but what happens when vet bills hit the thousands? Would you be prepared to pay out of pocket? Or would pet insurance save the day? Today, we're diving into everything you need to know about pet insurance, how it works, what it covers, and whether it's worth your money. You guys, we love our pets, right? They're like our children, except they have more fur and eat off the floor. But here's the thing about those adorable little fur balls. They can be expensive. Did you know that emergency vet visits can cost anywhere from $800 to over $5,000? And with rising veterinary costs, pet insurance is becoming more popular than ever. Think about it. We insure our cars, our homes, even our phones. So why not our furry best friends? But here's the shocking part. Only about 3% of pet owners in the US actually have insurance for their furry friends. That means millions of pet owners risk financial stress, or even tough decisions, when their pets need life-saving care. Imagine having to choose between your savings account and your pet's surgery. It's heartbreaking, and sadly, it happens more often than you think. No one should have to make that choice. It's about protecting yourself financially and making sure your furry pal gets the best possible care, no matter what life throws their way. Okay, so maybe you're thinking, Ellen, this pet insurance thing sounds great, but how does it actually work? Well, it's actually pretty similar to human health insurance, but with a few key differences. Let's break it down, shall we? First up, we've got monthly premiums. Just like with car or health insurance, you pay a set amount each month to keep your pet's policy active. The price of these premiums can vary depending on your pet's breed, age, location, and the type of coverage you choose. Next, we've got the reimbursement model. Instead of the insurance company paying the vet directly, you usually pay for your pet's care upfront and then submit a claim to get reimbursed later. Now here's where things get a little tricky: deductibles and coverage limits. Just like with our own health insurance, pet insurance plans have deductibles, which are the amounts you have to pay out of pocket before the insurance kicks in. These deductibles can range from a couple $100 to a few thousand, so it's important to choose one that fits your budget. And then there are coverage limits, which determine the maximum amount the insurance company will pay out for your pet's care each year. Some plans have annual limits, while others offer unlimited coverage. For example, let's say your policy has an 80% reimbursement rate and a $250 deductible. Your furry friend needs surgery that costs $1,000. You'd first pay the $250 deductible, leaving $750. Then the insurance would cover 80% of that remaining amount, which is $600. So, in the end, you'd only have to pay $400 out of pocket. Chapter 3. What pet insurance covers and doesn't. Now let's talk about the nitty-gritty. What does pet insurance actually cover? Well, most plans cover the big stuff: accidents, like if your dog takes a tumble chasing a squirrel, or your kitty decides to turn your new sweater into a scratching post. They also cover illnesses, like ear infections, allergies, or even more serious conditions like cancer or diabetes. And if your furry friend needs surgery or has to spend a night, or several at the vet hospital, most plans will help cover those costs too. Oh, and don't forget about medications. Because let's face it, no one likes giving their pet pills. But at least with insurance, the cost won't be quite as hard to swallow. But here's where many pet owners get caught off guard. What's covered? One of the biggest things most plans don't cover is pre-existing conditions. That means if your pet already has a health issue before you sign up for insurance, it probably won't be covered. The key takeaway here is to read the fine print. Every policy is different, so make sure you understand what's covered and what's not before you sign on the dotted line. Chapter 4. How to pick the right pet insurance. So you've decided to take the plunge and get pet insurance. Great. But now comes the tricky part: choosing the right plan for your furry, scaly, or feathered friend. Don't worry, I'm here to help you navigate the wonderful world of pet insurance options. First things first, you've got to consider coverage options. Do you want a bare-bones plan that only covers accidents? Or do you want something more comprehensive that includes illness coverage and maybe even a wellness package? Remember, the more coverage you want, the higher the premium will be. Next, let's talk reimbursement rates. This is a big one. The reimbursement rate is the percentage of your vet bill that the insurance company will pay back after you've met your deductible. Higher reimbursement rates mean lower out-of-pocket costs for you. Then there are annual limits. Some plans have a cap on how much they'll pay out each year, while others are unlimited. And don't forget about waiting periods. Most pet insurance policies don't kick in immediately. My advice? Shop around, compare quotes from different companies, and choose a plan that fits both your pet's needs and your budget. Chapter 5. Is pet insurance worth it? So we've covered a lot of ground today, folks. We've talked about why pet insurance is important, how it works, what it covers, and how to choose the right plan. But the big question remains, is pet insurance worth it? Well, as with most things in life, the answer is, it depends. If you've got a young, healthy pet and you're confident you could cover unexpected vet bills out of pocket, then you might be okay without insurance for now. But if your furry friend is getting up there in years or has a knack for getting into trouble, then pet insurance can be a lifesaver, literally. Think of it this way. Would you rather pay a relatively small monthly premium for peace of mind or risk facing a massive vet bill that could wipe out your savings? Well, there you have it, folks. The ins and outs of pet insurance. It can seem complicated, but trust me, it's worth understanding. After all, our pets are family, and we want what's best for them. If you found this video helpful, give a thumbs up, subscribe for more insurance and legal tips, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.